Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for another live broadcast here at the Mike Broadcast Network. Andre Davis here with you as the Bulldogs are returning home to take on the Mustangs of Magnolia West High School here from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. The Bulldogs came up short in their last outing, losing on the road against Huntsville High School. And that loss, of course, will cause the Bulldogs to fall to a 5-4 district record. But we'll get into that here in just a moment. But for now, we want to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. So today's game is brought to you by Lone Star College in Tomball, Texas. If you are interested in working in the healthcare field but not sure where to start, visit lonestar.edu/Tomball and check out the career training opportunities available for motivated students. They offer training in the fields such as surgical technology, pharmacy technology, nursing, and much more. At LSC/Tomball, it's all about you. Edmonds Insurance Agency, which is located at 1202 Alliance Street, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484, and they can be reached at 800-372-9122. And, of course, Larry's Automotive, which is located at 30540 FM 1488, Waller, Texas, zip code 77484. Larry's Automotive is a full-service auto shop with fast service and reasonable prices with 24-hour towing. They can be reached at 936-931-5566. Andre Davis coming at you live on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And we want to take this opportunity to remind our listeners to visit our website at www.OBN-Radio. Again, that's www.OBN-Radio to become a listening partner by simply making an online donation through PayPal to help continue our radio coverage throughout the country. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll hear from head coach Earl Claiborne of the Waller Bulldogs as they're taking on the Mustangs of Magnolia West High School, and we'll tell you all about it when we return.
The following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtors in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Clayton Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Dalton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas. And the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're just 2 minutes away from our opening tip-off here from the campus of Waller High School Gymnasium, better known as the Dog Pound. Andre Davis here with you as the Bulldogs are coming in today's contest with a 5-4 district record. The Bulldogs suffered a road loss last week to Huntsville High School by the score of 74-58. The Mustangs are coming today's game with a 5 district record, a team that the Bulldogs were victorious against in the early part of the season. But as they say, it is definitely hard to beat a team twice, especially if you do not game plan for it. So we're going to see if the Bulldogs can snap this 3-game losing streak under the direction of head coach Earl Claiborne. And here's what he was able to share as his pregame thoughts for today's ball game.
I'm here with the head coach of the Bulldogs, Coach Claiborne. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Of course, it's always a pleasure to have you with us on the pregame show. You guys are facing Magnolia West High School today, a team that you guys once beat before in the regular season. So, first off, what do you guys need to do to kind of recap what you guys did in the early part of the district when you beat Magnolia West in the early part of the district?
We need to regain our intensity and regain our defensive focus. I think it's those two things right there have kind of slipped from us. And I think if we regain that, we'll be fine.
Okay, and of course you guys are trying to snap a losing streak. So from a coaching standpoint, like how have the players been responding to this, to this losing streak, and mainly the seniors? How have they tried to, step up and team in order?
Well, the seniors have done a great job of stepping up and everybody else positive. And like I told the guys, as well as we won 4 in a row, we could lose 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's part of that staying focused and not getting ahead of the game. But our guys were real positive. Our practices are good. Everybody's upbeat. And like I told them, you know, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Everybody wants to play off the start right now so we can get in. It don't work that way. You got to finish the season.
Okay.
And show that we deserve to be in the playoffs. I don't want to go in the playoffs backing into the playoffs. I want people to know that we belong here.
That y'all belong here, absolutely. And you guys normally are known for, you know, kind of get the big men going earlier, Jonathan Morris and Zach Kelsey. But one of the things that I mentioned in the pregame show with Mike Prince last week when you guys played Huntsville is, you know, I wanted to try to see the guards kind of get in the game. And we saw Philip Prince and Charlie and McGrew definitely had a good game, had a decent game last week. We saw those guys kind of get in the game early. So strategically wise, so what is it going to take for you guys to kind of try to keep the same momentum going the way you guys did in the first part of the game against Huntsville, against Magnolia West? Well, like you said, the guards have got to be they got to be aggressive. They got to take the shot there and don't worry about missing shots. I mean, the game of basketball, you're either going to make it or you're going to miss it. All right.
And so don't be worried about missing shots because you have to take open shots, especially against their 2-3 zone.
Right.
They're going to pack it in and sort of try to take away our inside game. So, therefore, that's going to open up shots for the guys on the outside. Yeah, and then we noticed that the last game against Huntsville, I personally was actually impressed, you know, that I saw some of the guys taking shots that they normally wouldn't take. So, I'm like, because Claiborne tell them that, hey, you guys don't be afraid to shoot the ball. Right. And we definitely saw in Huntsville that you guys definitely weren't afraid to shoot the ball, and it was actually paying off for y'all as well. Yeah. Well, see, and then part of the problem with that is that there's certain people we don't want shooting the ball because they can't shoot. I mean, we see that every day. But we want the guys that are capable of making those shots. We want the balls in their hands, and the guys that are driving into the basket. We want everybody to play their role. All right. And if we do that, I think we'll be fine. Okay. Well, you guys heard it here first. Coach Claiborne and the Bulldogs taking on the Mustangs, the Magnolia West. Coach, thank you for joining us. And good luck on the game. All right. Thank you.
And welcome back to Mike Broadcast Network. That was head coach Earl Claiborne of the Waller Bulldogs. His 6th season with the Bulldogs. You know, definitely reminding his players that in this district, it is a marathon. It is not a race. So we're going to see if they can pace themselves in today's ball game while at the same time come up with a victory in today's ball game. We're just moments away from our opening tip-off. Bulldogs are set to take on the Mustangs of Magnolia West High School here from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. We're going to take a break and come back with the start of today's ball game right here at the Mike Broadcast Network.
Are you looking to expand your business? Consider advertising with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our variety of programming coverage provides a great opportunity for your company to get their message heard. For more information, give us a call at 832-213-8824. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting sports broadcasting right here.
And welcome back to the Mike Broadcast Network. Andre Davis here with you. The starting lineup for the Mustangs: number 3, Cameron Faulkner; number 4, Cody Leonard; number 5, Cameron Carter; number 15, Connor Sellers; and number 22, John Matacha. And the starting lineup for your Waller Bulldogs: number 2, Corbin Vines; number 5, Philip Prince; number 21, Jonathan Morris; number 22, Charlie Hill; and number 25, Zach Kelsey. The Bulldogs are coming in there all white with maroon lettering, as the Mustangs are coming to today's contest with the maroon and gold lettering. As we are just moments away from our opening tip-off, the Bulldogs will be moving from right to left as the referees are huddled up. Coming to you live from the campus of Waller High School in Waller, Texas. It appears that the refs are telling the players to make sure their shirts are tucked in as we're going to fasten our seatbelts. And it is time for some high school basketball And here we go. The tip-off is on the way. The Bulldogs will control the ball. Moving right to left, handling the rock will be Phillip Prince. As he swings it over to Hill. Hill working on the right side. He kicks it down low to Morris. Wasting no time for the mid-range jumper. That's no good, but an offensive rebound by Prince as he kicks it to Kelsey. Kelsey pump fakes, loses the ball, picks it back up. He swings it back out to Vines. Vines drive penetrate. This is down low to Hill. Hill swings it back over to Prince. Prince setting things up. Swings it over to Vines. Vines drive penetrate, and they're gonna call a foul charge against the Mustangs with 7:30 remaining here in the first quarter. The Bulldogs will retain possession. And Hill's got a Hill shooting a three-point jumper. That's no good as the ball is controlled by the Mustangs, and it will be Matacha as the Mustangs are working the ball around the perimeter as Carter has it. Carter kicks it back over to Matacha. Matacha kicks it to Faulkner. Faulkner back to Matacha. Matacha finds Sellers down low as he kicks it down low to Leonard for the 2 points for the Mustangs. The Mustangs strikes first blood here in today's contest, leading by the score of 2-0. 6:57 remaining in the first quarter. As Prince kicks it over to Hill. Hill working in the corner on the left side. He swings over the far side to Prince. Prince kicks it back to Morris. Morris back to Prince. Prince swings it over to Hill on the far side. Hill drop penetrates, trying to find Vines down low, but that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs as Hill was looking for Vines as Vines was cutting to the basket. As the Mustangs will have possession. The Bulldogs wasting no time in their full-court trap defense. As the Mustang cross the timeline, it will be Leonard. Leonard kicking it over to Faulkner. Faulkner kicks to Matacha. Matacha finds Carter down low for the layup. No good as the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by the Bulldogs as the Mustangs will retain possession. 6:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Mustangs leading 2-0. Wasting no time for the put-up for the Mustangs will be Sellers. As Sellers get the Mustangs a 4-0 lead here in the first quarter. 6:20 remaining. Prince crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs, swinging over to Vines. Vines kicks it to Hill. Hill kicks to Kelsey. And they're going to call a traveling violation charge against the big guy, Zach Kelsey. As the Mustangs will have possession, 6:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Bulldogs in a full-court trap defense. Crossing the timeline for the Mustangs will be Faulkner. Faulkner working in the right side. And the turnover by the Bulldogs, quickly up the court, will be Prince. As Prince going to slow it down for the Bulldogs, kicking it back out to Hill. Hill swinging over to Vines, and he almost loses it, and he kicks it back to Prince. And Prince kicks it back over to Vines. Vines with a three-point jumper, no good, but a rebound by the Bulldogs. And they're going to call a foul shot, no good. As number 21, Jonathan Morris, tries to go back up with it. The shot would be no good, and it's going to be Waller's ball. Checking in the game for the Mustangs will be number 10, Chris Lynch. And number 11, Roger Dawson. As the Bulldogs will have possession, as Vines has it. Vines working in the corner, swinging it over to Prince. Prince shooting a three-point jumper, and it's in. As Prince gives the Bulldogs their first 3 points in today's contest, trailing 4-3 with 5:26 remaining. And crossing the timeline for the Mustangs will be Carter, cuts to the basket, and he shoots a layup, and it's in. And I've been joined by my colleague, Joshua Johnson. We're going to get him mic'd up.
Yeah, man, I finally made it. Practice ran a little late.
I see. Well, as you see, the Bulldogs are trailing 6-3 here in today's ball game. They're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Mustangs. Shot no good. As the Bulldogs will retain the ball. 5:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Bulldogs trailing 6-3. And checking in the game for the Mustangs will be number 12, Lou Leon. As the Bulldogs will inbound it. And Prince has it. Prince kicks over to Vines. Vines kicks to Kelsey. Kelsey with the mid-range jumper. That's no good.
It's a good shot. Real good shot.
Absolutely. Rebound by the Mustang. You know, it's that mid-range jumper that the big guy also loves.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know how I feel about the big men in the mid-range.
Absolutely. And it's going to be a turnover by the Bulldogs. It will be Morris. They're going to call a foul in the backcourt charge against the Mustangs. That's going to be number 4, Cody Leonard. As the Bulldogs will have possession, 4:42 remaining here in the first quarter, trailing 6-3. And crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs will be Prince, moving right to left. He swings it over to Vines. As Vines swings it over to McGrew.
Oh, good move.
McGrew stops for the mid-range jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Mustangs, as it will be Carter. Carter loses the ball. A turnover by the Bulldogs. And Prince slowing things down now for the Bulldogs, moving right to left. And he kicks it over to Vines. Vines drive penetrates. He's being trapped in the corner, and he finds a wide-open Prince, who kicks over to McGrew for the three-point jumper. That's no good, but he gets his own offensive rebound, and he kicks it to Hill. Hill with the mid-range jumper. That's no good. But the offensive putback by the Bulldogs will be the big man, Zach Kelsey, to cut this lead down 6-5 with 3:50 remaining in the first quarter.
That's your game right there. That's where you live at. You live in the paint.
Absolutely, as the Mustangs are working the ball around, as Carter has it, and he kicks it over to Leonard. Leonard kicks it to Dawson. Dawson back to Leonard, as the Mustangs are just working the ball around. This time, Dawson shoots a three-point jumper for the Mustangs. That's no good. Ball rolling around on the ground as it goes out of bounds. They're going to say, wait for it. They're going to say it was last touched by the Bulldogs. The Mustangs will have possession. 3:26 remaining here in the first quarter. As the Mustangs inbound the ball, it will be Leonard.
Good defense.
The shot.
Good defense.
No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Quickly up the court will be Prince. Prince kicking over to McGrew. McGrew back to Prince. Prince drive penetrates, loses the ball. Turnover by the Mustangs. And crossing the timeline for the Mustangs will be Carter. And screened by Dawson. Carter off the screen. He kicks to Leon. Leon kicks it to Lynch, who was cut to the basket. He dishes it back out to Leon. Leon drive penetration, the layup. And in as number 12, Lou Leon got fouled on the play. And he'll go to the line and makes the three-point opportunity for the Mustangs.
Lou Leon, he just took it to him. He didn't care what happened after that.
Absolutely. As we have some substitutions for the Bulldogs, number 15, Allen Bowdry, and number 1, Ferris Tompkins. As I'm getting a thumbs up on that by our director, Mike Prince, as Leon will try to make this a three-point opportunity for the Mustangs. Shot goes up, and it's in. So Leon get the Mustangs a 9-5 lead here in the first quarter with 2:50 remaining. Crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs will be Tompkins. Tompkins kicks over to McGrew. McGrew drive penetrates, finds Bowdry. Bowdry back to McGrew. McGrew drive penetrates from the left side, trying to find Bowdry down low, but that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he just tried to do a little bit too much right there.
Bowdry was cutting to the basket on the low block. And we have some substitutions for the Mustangs. Number 15, Connor Sellers. And the Mustangs will cross the timeline. It will be Faulkner. 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. Turnover by the Bulldogs. McGrew picks up the court, and he finds Bowdry. Bowdry with the three-point jump from the corner. That's no good. The ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touch. So they're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Bulldogs. Number 1, Ferris Tompkins. It wasn't Ferris Tompkins. He was trying to save that ball going out of bounds. As we have some substitutions for the Bulldogs, number 21, Jonathan Morris. And there's a stoppage in play. As the Mustangs will retain the ball, but in that full trap defense. And crossing the timeline for the Mustangs will be Faulkner. And Faulkner kicks it over to Dawson. Dawson drive penetrate, kicks it back out to Leon. Leon loses the ball as it's picked up by the Mustangs. As the Mustangs are working the ball around as that ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Mustangs, the Bulldogs will have possession.
I like that they're getting turnovers.
Absolutely.
Great
defensive possession by the Bulldogs as they will come on the other side of the floor. It will be Tompkins. Tompkins kicks to McGrew for the three-point jumper. That's no good. Try to save that ball as it's picked up by the Mustangs. Moving left to right, it will be Leon as he kicks it down low to Seller. Seller kicks it over to Faulkner for the three-point jumper, and it's in.
Nothing you can do about that.
Sellers with the three-point jumper for the Mustangs. Timeout on the floor. Mustangs leading so far by the score of 12-5. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Andre Davis alongside Joshua Johnson.
Yes, sir.
As the Mustangs are leading so far by the score of 12-5. So what does the Bulldogs have to do to try to overcome this deficit so far here in the first quarter?
Well, they're not playing bad. They're just missing shots. If they continue to get good looks, they just have to knock them down. It's just plain and simple.
Absolutely. As Coach Claiborne seems to be furious on the other side of the floor. Hopefully this will get a spark in the Bulldogs.
Be too. There's too many open looks not being made,
I mean, he just snatched the clipboard down.
Hey, it gets heated sometimes.
Well, teams are coming back from the timeout. The Bulldogs will have possession, 1:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Bulldogs trailing 12-5. Crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs will be Tompkins. He kicks it over to Vines. Vines been trapped in the corner. He finds Baldry. Baldry swings over on the left side to Tompkins. Tompkins drive penetrating. He finds the new guy, White. White kicks it back to Tompkins. Tompkins pump fakes. As that ball is knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs, it will be the Bulldogs' ball. 1:19 remaining here in the first quarter. As the Bulldogs inbound, it will be Tompkins. Tompkins with a three-point jumper. No good, a little short, but an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs will be Vines. Vines putting it back in, no good. As the ball appears that it was retained by the Bulldogs, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. It will be the Mustangs' possession.
The Bulldogs, they have got to take advantage of the open looks.
Absolutely. Checking in the game for the Mustangs will be number 22, John Matacha. And for the Bulldogs, number 22, Charlie Hill, and number 5, Philip Prince. As the Bulldogs are in a full-court man-to-man defense, as the Mustangs will cross the timeline moving left to right. It will be Matacha as he's being guarded by Hill. Matacha finds Stitch. Stitch working on the left side, and he kicks it over to Dawson. Dawson being guarded by the rookie White as he finds Faulkner and screened by Dawson. Faulkner off the screen, and he kicks it back over to Matacha. The Mustangs just working the ball around. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, leading 12-5.
Good stop.
Turnover by the Bulldogs will be Tompkins' foul on the play. Shot no good. That foul's going to be on number 22, John Matacha. As the Bulldogs with another great defensive stop.
Yeah, it's a great play by Thompson.
And we have some substitutions for the Mustangs. Number 5, Cameron Carter. As the Bulldogs will have the ball with 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And here trying to find the big man down low. But it was tipped off his hands as it goes out of bounds as the Mustangs will have possession. 28 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Crossing the timeline will be Matacha, and they're going to call a foul charge against number 22, Charlie Hill of the Bulldogs. Not quite in the bonus yet, so the Mustangs will inbound it with 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. As the Mustangs inbound the ball, it will be Carter. Carter drive penetrating, shooting the layup, no good as he gets fouled on the play. And number 5, Cameron Carter, will go to the line, shooting 2 for the Mustangs.
That's a questionable foul to me. I mean, there was contact, but, I don't agree with it.
Well, unless it was questionable nonetheless, number 5, Cameron Carter, will be shooting 2 for the Mustangs as his first shot is up and no good. He will shoot one more. The Mustangs leading so far here in the first quarter by the score of 12-5. As Carter's second free throw is up and no good, going 0 for 2 from the line. Rebound by the Bulldogs. It will be Prince moving right to left. Prince swings over to Tompkins. Tompkins kicks it to White. White finds Hill free throw line. He kicks it back out to White. White with the three-point jumper. No good. Rebound by the Mustangs. being aware of the clock. 4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as Carter drop penetrates. As he tried to slam it.
Carter said, I'm here to play today. I'm not playing with you.
As he goes out of bounds, as the Bulldogs will have the ball with 1 second remaining.
Let's see if the little Steph Curry action.
As White shot get blocked, but he tried to put it up before the buzzer. And with that, our first quarter has come to an end. The Bulldogs trailing so far by the score of 12-5. We're going to take a break and come back with the start of our second quarter right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Following sponsors are contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries located in Prairie View, Texas. Garland Harris Jr., a fellow Williams relative in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Homestar College of Tomball, Texas. Clayton Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Dalton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Andre Davis alongside Joshua Johnson. Bulldogs trailing so far by the score of 12-5. Just moments away from the start of our second quarter, the Bulldogs will have possession, moving right to left.
Hopefully the Bulldogs will get, some shots knocked down this quarter.
Absolutely. As McGrew has it for the Bulldogs, he finds Kelsey.
Oh.
Kelsey keeps it back to McGrew. McGrew thought about it. He swings it over to Prince. Bulldogs being patient so far, looking for a decent opportunity as Prince working the ball around from the Bulldogs. He finds Vines for the three-point jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Mustangs.
They're getting good looks. They're really getting good looks. They just have to knock them down.
Absolutely. Crossing the timeline for the Mustangs will be Matacha, and he'll shoot the three-point jumper. No good. As the ball rolls around on the ground, they're going to call a jump ball, as it will be the Mustangs' ball. 7:20 remaining here in the second quarter.
Andre, I want to see Charlie Hill get a little bit more active.
Absolutely. As the Mustangs inbound the ball, it will be Faulkner controlling it for the Mustangs, moving left to right. He's being guarded by Prince, and he swings over to Matacha. As the Mustangs are just being patient offense so far, as Carter controller. He'll drive to the basket as he gets fouled on the play.
Yeah, he's not having it today. Not in his house.
And that was number 5, Cameron Carter for the Mustangs. They're going to say foul on the ground as the Mustangs will inbound it. And Carter wasting no time with the three-point jumper, and it's in.
Too many threes. Too many threes.
And Carter said, you can either foul me or you can leave me wide open, but I'm going to make the shot. And waste no time for the Bulldogs with three-point jumper is McGrew. That's no good. Rebound by the Mustangs. And quickly up the court, it will be Sellers. Sellers kicks it down low. Faulkner for the layup, and it's in.
Andre, I want to see the Bulldogs get their big men more involved. They're shooting way too many threes. They're not getting knocked down.
Absolutely. As the Mustangs take a 17-5 lead here in the second quarter, as that ball goes out of bounds, and it will be the Bulldogs' ball here in the second quarter with 6:30 remaining.
Let's see how well Charlie Hill responds to this deficit.
Absolutely. As Vines is controlling the ball for the Bulldogs, he drive penetrates. He finds a wide open McGrew in the corner for the three-point jumper.
There it is.
And it's in.
There it is. That's what we want to see. Nice execution.
17-8 is our score here in the second quarter with 6:13 remaining. And Carter controlling the ball for the Bulldogs. Screened by Leonard. Carter off the screen. Carter drop penetrate, kicks it back out to Sellers. Sellers finds Matacha. Matacha kicks it down low to Leonard. And they're going to call a charge on the play. We're going to create the defensive stop to number 5, Phillip Prince, for the Bulldogs, getting his feet set.
That's a real good job. Real nice.
Absolutely. And with that, the Bulldogs will have the ball as Prince controls it for the Bulldogs, moving right to left, and he swings over to McGrew. McGrew kicks it back to Prince. Prince kicks it down low to Vines. As Vines, like he was trying to find Hill, that ball is saved by the Bulldogs as Vines drop penetrates, shooting a layup.
There you go.
They're going to say foul on the floor. Shot no good.
No, it was good.
Now, but we are in the bonus as Vines will be shooting 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs here in the second quarter with 5:44 remaining.
And I like what Vines did. He just went straight to him. You either going to foul me or you're going to let me get the bucket.
Absolutely. Going strong to the basket as his first free throw is good, and he'll shoot one more. 17-9 our score in favor of the Mustangs. As Vines' second free throw is up and good, going 2 for 2 from the line. Cut the Mustangs lead down to just 7 here in the second quarter with 5:40 remaining.
I like to see them get some more turnovers instead of getting them back in the game.
As Carter kicks it over to Faulkner. Faulkner drop penetrates, gets the shot blocked. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Quick up the court. It will be Prince. Prince drop penetrates, shooting a layup.
Oh, good.
And going strong to the basket, Phillip Prince.
Move. That is a great
timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout to come back with the remaining portion of our second quarter. Bulldogs trailing 17-12. Stay tuned right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
In today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the Temple of Refuge Ministries located in Prairie View, Texas. Quality Harris Jr., a Keller Williams realtor in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Lone Star College of Tomball, Texas. Edmonds Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Dalton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond.
And welcome back to Open Mic Broadcast Network. Bulldogs are coming live here in the second quarter, only trailing 17-12 with 5:20 remaining.
Now they're getting back in the game. I like what I see.
Absolutely. As the Mustangs inbound the ball, moving left to right, it will be Dawson. Dawson kicking down low to Faulkner as he's shooting a layup, getting fouled on the play. As number 3, Cameron Faulkner, will be going to the line, shooting 2 for the Mustangs.
I like the intensity that Prince is bringing to the floor. No one else seems to have the same intensity, so he's just putting the team on his shoulders.
Well, you definitely want him to keep his composure. In a game like this, you don't want him to get out the game. You definitely don't want him to have to leave the game early. So the Bulldogs are not down by a lot. So Prince just have to just keep his composure, and everything will be fine. As Faulkner missed his first free throw, and he'll shoot one more. And second free throw is good. 18-12 our score here in the second quarter with 5:10 remaining. As Prince kicks over to McGrew. McGrew finds Hill down low as he's being trapped, and he kicks it back out to Prince. Prince with the three-point jumper, this time no good. And the ball is controlled by the Mustangs.
He just flat out missed it. It was a good look.
Absolutely. As Carter drop penetrate, kicks it back out to Matacha, and they're going to call a foul on the play charge against the Mustangs as number 5, Phillip Prince, took a hit on that play.
Yeah, he fell hard.
Nonetheless, it will be the Bulldogs' ball. And this time controlling the ball for the Bulldogs, it will be Vines. Vines crossing the timeline, moving right to left. And he swings it over to Prince in the corner. Prince finds Hill down low. Hill shooting the layup, no good, but an offensive putback by the Bulldogs. Number 25, Zach Kelsey.
And you like to see Kelsey get a little bit more active under the rim. He's been a little quiet. Let's see how he reacts.
Absolutely. As Matacha drop penetrate, kicks it back out to Leonard. Leonard with his mid-range jumper. That's no good. Ball rolls around on the ground. Picked back up by the Mustangs for a fresh offensive possession. 4:12 remaining here in the second quarter. Mustangs leading 18-14.
And you see them play this man-to-man defense.
Absolutely.
Let's see how they react.
As Matacha swings over to Faulkner. Faulkner kicks it out to Carter. Carter drive penetrates from the right side, shooting a layup. No good as he gets fouled on the play. And they will send number 5, Cameron Carter, back to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Mustangs.
And I like this man-to-man defense they got going on, you know. They not playing zone, so there's no spaces in the floor. Everybody has a man. You know, I like what I see.
Absolutely. As Carter's first free throw is no good, and he'll shoot one more as we have some substitutions for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Ferris Tompkins, as well as for the Mustangs, number 2, Jordan Stitch. As Carter will shoot one more for the Mustangs. His second free throw is up and good. 1 for 2 from the line to give the Mustangs a 19-14 lead here in the second quarter with 3:55 remaining.
Down by 5. Let's see if they can tie it up before halftime.
As Kelsey trying to find Hill down low, but that ball is turned over by the Mustangs. As Carter is controlling the ball for the Mustangs, he swings over to Matacha. Matacha drive penetrate, and they're going to call a traveling violation charge against the Mustangs on number 22, John Matacha. As we have some more substitutions, number 21, Jonathan Morris for the Bulldogs.
And you know, Andre, I like the Morris-Kelsey duo. It's something really special.
Absolutely. We have both big guys in the floor. As McGrew shooting a three-point jumper for the Bulldogs, no good. And ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by the Mustangs. As we have stoppage in the play, as number 3, Andy McGrew ties his shoes. Definitely want him to trip and fall.
Hey, he might be tired.
That wouldn't
you never
good.
know.
Well, that's strategic. I like that.
Yeah.
Pretend like I'm tying my shoe. Let me get some rest.
Hey, that's what they do nowadays.
As the Bulldogs inbound it will be Ferris Tompkins. Ferris kicks over to McGrew for the three-point jumper.
Feeling it.
And it's good. As
McGrew.
That much-needed rest by McGrew. And you see what happens when he rests. He shoots a three-point jumper for the Bulldogs to cut the lead down 19-17 here in the second quarter with 3 minutes remaining.
And you can tell the Bulldogs are starting to settle into the game.
As the Bulldogs have went to their 3-2 zone defense. As this shoots a three-point jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Pushing the ball up the court for the Bulldogs will be Tompkins. Tompkins kicks to McGrew, who's filling there, shooting a three-point jumper. This time, no good. Rebound by the Mustangs. 2:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Bulldogs trailing 19-17. As Carter controls the ball for the Mustangs and screened by Sellers. Carter off the screen, and he kicks it over to Lynch. And Lynch tries to shoot the left on the basket. No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. As Vines,
take it to him.
Vines drop penetrate, stops, shooting a layup. No good. As they're going to call a foul on the play. As it appears that foul is going to be charged against the Bulldogs. And that was on the big guy, Jonathan Morris.
And you hear Coach saying there's a football game going on here. A couple of questionable calls by the refs.
After we have some substitutions for the Bulldogs, number 22, Charlie Hill, will come in the game here in the second quarter with 2:14 remaining. And there appears to be another stoppage in the play.
It looks like they're trying to figure out whose ball it is.
It appears that it was going to be the Mustangs' possession. The referees are huddled up at center floor.
They're discussing.
With 2:14 remaining here in the second quarter, Bulldogs trailing 19-17.
And, you know, I'm like what I'm seeing so far. You know, they start out flat, and then, you know, they come back, knock down some nice quality shots.
Absolutely. As we are in the 1-and-1, I believe that's what they were trying to discuss with that last foul, and it appears that with that last foul, they put them in a 1-and-1 situation, as number 15, Connor Sellers, will be shooting 1-and-1 for the Mustangs. As his first free throw is no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs, as they're trailing by 2 here in the second quarter with 2 minutes remaining. As McGrew working the ball in the corner, he kicks over to Hill. Hill back to McGrew. McGrew shooting a three-point jumper. As the fans say, stay on 3. As Andy McGrew gives the Bulldogs their first lead in today's ball game, 20-19, with 1:50 remaining.
And that's his third three of the game. He's feeling it, Andre. He really is.
Absolutely. And shooting a three-pointer for the Mustangs will be Carter. So Carter answers back with a three-pointer of his own.
That was nasty. That was a message. He's saying, look, man, you're not the only one that can shoot it. I'm here too.
Absolutely. As the Mustangs take a 22-20 lead, and three-point jumper by Vines, no good, as the ball is controlled by the Mustangs with 1:25 remaining here in the second quarter. Mustangs leading 22-20, and Carter has the ball for the Mustangs, being guarded by Vines. And Carter swings it over to Stitch. Stitch back to Carter. As Carter just working the ball around for the Mustangs. High school basketball, there is no shot clock. As
they
Carter
can hold it all
Leon.
day.
Leon drop and trade, kicks it back out to Lynch. Lynch with a three-point jumper. This time, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. And Vines clicks up the court for the Bulldogs. Vines drop penetrate, stops, kicks it back out to Hill. Hill swings over to Tompkins. As Tompkins kicks it down low to Vines. Vines shoot a layup, looking for the foul call. Didn't get it, but he gets his own offensive rebound. As he loses the ball, turnover by the Mustangs, quick up the court is Carter. And Carter tried to find Leon, but that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs.
This is one sloppy game, Andre. I will kid you not. This is one very sloppy game.
As we have some substitutions in the game, number 4, Jordan Pelot. With 37 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, it will be the Bulldogs' ball as they're trailing by 2. 20-22 our score.
Let's see if McGrew can get one more three in before the half.
As Vines kicks it over to, you name it, Andy McGrew. He swings over to Pelot. Pelot back to McGrew. McGrew kicks it over to Vines. And Vines finds Hill. Hill back to Vines. The Bulldogs just working the ball around. But they're going to call a blocking foul. Whoa. Now, correction, they call a charge on the floor.
And Coach is livid. He is upset. He does not like what he sees.
It appears that one of the referees was calling a blocking foul, while the other referee overruled it and called it a charge.
Classic mistake by the refs.
But nonetheless, it will be the Mustangs' ball here in the second quarter. 10 seconds remaining, leading 22-20. Carter has the ball, being guarded by Vine, screened by Leon. Carter off the screen, as Leon has the ball, and he kicks it over to Lynch for the three-point jump. Buzzer, and it's in.
Wow.
And the gym has came alive here on the visiting side for the Mustangs as they take a 25-20 lead heading into halftime. We're going to take a break and come back with the start of our second half. Bulldogs trailing 25-20 in this ball game. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Looking to expand your business? Consider advertising with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our variety of programming coverage provides a great opportunity for your company to get their message heard. For more information, give us a call at 832-213-8824. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting sports broadcasting right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at OBN-Radio.com and KTOR-Radio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to live sports coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community since 2002. Be sure to visit both of our websites at KTORradio.com and OBNradio.com. You can follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on Instagram at OBN Radio. We're also on iHeartRadio at OBN Sports. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Did you know that the Open Mic Broadcast Network had 24-hour broadcasting on Tuned In Radio? All you have to do is type in Open Mic Broadcast Network and enjoy our 24-hour program. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. We're taking a break from our live community broadcasting right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at ktorradio.com and OBN-Radio.com. The station designed with you in mind and the voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. What if I told you that for $6 a month, you could make a big difference in student activities going on throughout Waller County and beyond? For $6 a month, you can become a listening partner with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Your partnership will help continue to secure the broadcast coverage of all of our high school and collegiate broadcasts that are performed live right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit our website today at OBN-Radio.com and make your donation today. The voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station located in Prairie View, Texas. Serving the community since 2002, the Open Mic Broadcast Network specializes in local, regional, high school, and collegiate sports coverage. We also provide coverage for a variety of talk shows, sermons, and a whole lot more of community information. Visit our website at ktorradio.com and OBN-Radio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network serving the community through faith and athletics.
Yo, Dad, have I told you how proud I am of you?
Hey, thanks, son. What did I do?
I think you eating extra vegetables and snacking on apples.
Just trying to stay healthy by eating my 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day.
I even saw you slip carrot sticks in your gym bag.
You noticed it?
I sure did.
Well, that's what you've got to do to stay healthy and fit.
And that's why you're my hero, my role model, my shining star.
All right, what do you want?
The car, some cash, and your old school CD.
Oh, my son.
Message from the Department of Health and Human Services. Hi, I'm comedian Carol Reaper. Animal experiments are no joke. Thank goodness scientists are finding better, more humane ways to develop treatments for cancer and other killer diseases. I hope you'll learn more about the Humane Charity Seal of Approval. It helps donors find charities that provide vital care and advanced research without using animals. For information on how you can give and let live, go to humaneseal.org. That's humaneseal.org.
Did you know that physically active children are healthier? It's true. Exercise protects them from diabetes, obesity, cancer, and heart disease. Sadly, nearly half of our kids don't get the recommended 60 minutes of exercise a day. So turn off your kids' TV or computer and take them outside for a walk or a bike ride. After all, what's more important than your child's health? To learn more about getting exercise into your child's life, visit the American Council on Exercise website at acefitness.org. That's acefitness.org.
What if you got rewarded for every good decision? What if your heart had a special way of letting you know it appreciates your healthy choices?
I've got to get my family to eat more vegetables.
Amazing!
And instead of cooking with butter tonight, I think I'll saute our veggies with heart-healthy oil.
You're a genius!
So really, would your food choices pay off in heart health? Did you know that when you replace bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or other vegetable oils, it can lower bad cholesterol levels? And that's good for your heart. Here's a winning idea. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
Learn more at heart.org/facethefacts. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Facts campaign.
While cutting molding with a 12-inch dual compound miter saw, while holding a newborn baby in your arms, when face-to-face with a congregation of alligators, with the ball in your hands and the entire freaking season on the line.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting.
As you're getting chewed out by your...
So why would you do it while driving? NASCAR driver Casey Kane here, asking you to please stop the text. And together, we can stop the wrecks.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Get the message at stoptextstopwrecks.org.
When severe weather strikes, schools, government buildings, and even Social Security offices may be closed. The place to go to find out about emergency closings is www.socialsecurity.gov/emergency. Social Security's Office Closings and Emergency Information page provides what you need to know about specific offices that are closed due to weather and emergencies, as well as reminders about upcoming federal holidays during which government offices are closed. Select the Get Email Updates link next to the red envelope to receive emails alerting you to emergencies and closings affecting Social Security. Keep in mind that when the weather outside is frightful, using our online services can be so delightful at www.socialsecurity.gov.
Are you looking to expand your business? Consider advertising with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our variety of programming coverage provides a great opportunity for your company to get their message heard. For more information, give us a call at 832-213-8824. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting sports broadcasting right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at OBN-Radio.com and KTOR-Radio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to live sports coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community since 2002. Be sure to visit both of our websites at KTORRadio.com and OBNRadio.com. You can follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on Instagram at OBN Radio. We're also on iHeartRadio at OBN Sports. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Did you know that the Open Mic Broadcast Network had 24-hour broadcasting on Tuned In Radio? All you have to do is type in Open Mic Broadcast Network and enjoy our 24-hour program. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. We're taking a break from our live community broadcasting right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at KTORRadio.com and OBNRadio.com. The station designed with you in mind and the voice of student athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. What if I told you that for $6 a month, you could make a big difference in student activities going on throughout Waller County and beyond? For $6 a month, you can become a listening partner with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Your partnership will help continue to secure the broadcast coverage of all of our high school and collegiate broadcasts that are performed live right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit our website today at OBNRadio.com and make your donation today. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station.
And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Andre Davis alongside Joshua Johnson, just moments away from the start of our third quarter. Bulldogs trailing so far in this one by the score of 25-20, as the Bulldogs will have possession moving left to right as Prince swings it over to Vines working on the right side. Vines drop penetration, shooting a mid-range jumper as that ball goes out of bounds.
You know, I like to see the Bulldogs get the ball to the big men. You know, Zach Kelsey, he only has 4 points. Jonathan Morris has 0 points.
You love that big man game, don't you?
That's how you let the game come to you.
Well, the Mustangs will have possession moving right to left as Carter controls the ball for the Mustangs. He's being guarded by Prince. As Carter kicks it over to Faulkner. And Faulkner kicks it back over to Carter. Carter swings it over to Leonard. Leonard drop penetration, shooting a layup, no good. There you go. By the Mustangs, that ball is blocked. The ball picked up by the Bulldogs. Picked up the Corey Prince. Prince shooting a layup, no good. But a putback by the Bulldogs.
And speaking of the devil, Jonathan Morris.
Morris with the putback for the Bulldogs to cut the Mustangs lead down 25-22 here in the third quarter with 7 minutes remaining. As Carter's being trapped, and he kicks it down low to Leonard. Leonard shooting the layup, no good. But the offensive rebound picked back up by the Mustangs as number 4, Cody Leonard gets fouled on the play.
And you see the Bulldogs, they're picking up the intensity on the defensive side of the ball, and it's forcing turnovers, and in turn is going to get them points.
And that's what they have to do. That's what they've done at the beginning to get back into this ball game. They're going to keep that up if they want to take the lead here in the third quarter. As the Mustangs inbound the ball, as Carter is being trapped, and he kicks it over to Faulkner. Faulkner back to Carter. Carter being guarded by Prince. Bulldogs in their man-to-man defense. And Carter almost loses the ball, but he picks it back up. As Carter kicks it over to Leonard. Leonard back to Montoya, but they're going to call a traveling violation. So another great defensive stop for the Bulldogs. And Prince almost came up with the steal on that particular possession.
Yeah, Andre, you see the Bulldogs, they double-team the guards. They're not allowing them to just sit there and dribble. Force them passes and make good decisions.
And there appears to be a wet spot on the floor as that Kelsey for the Bulldogs have wiped up the wet spot, if you will. 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Bulldogs trailing 25-22 as Prince crossing the timeline, moving left to right for the Bulldogs. He swings over to Vines. Vines back to Prince. Prince trying to find the big man down low, but instead wide open for the jumper. Should have taken a shot.
Yeah, Andre, you see them pass up a missed opportunity, and that's what hurts. They can't have too many more of those.
You cannot be afraid to shoot the ball as the Mustangs come back on the other end of the floor. It's Leonard shooting a mid-range jumper. That's no good. They're going to call a foul on the floor as Philip Prince seems to be shaken up on the play. But he tells the bench no substitution, but substitution nonetheless as number 1 Ferris Tompkins checks in the game for Philip Prince, as he was shaken up on that last play. As the Bulldogs will have possession moving left to right. As Tompkins controlling the ball for the Bulldogs, he kicks it to Hill. They're going to call a reaching foul charge against the Mustangs, number 22, John Matacha.
Yeah, that's a good call, Andre. That's a really great call. And, you have Morris, Hill, and Kelsey in the game at the same time. They have to have some type of production on the floor with those three in the game all at once.
As we have some substitution for the Mustangs, number 12, Lou Leon, as the Bulldogs will retain the ball as Hill kicks it over to Vines. Vines swings it over to Tompkins. Tompkins back to Hill. Hill kicks it back to Tompkins. Tompkins penetrates with a floating layup. No good. Rebound by the Mustangs as the visiting side of this gymnasium was looking for a foul call, as the Mustangs will control the ball as Carter kicks it over to Sellers. And a turnover on the play, quickly up the court for the Bulldogs, will be Vines. Vines penetrates, kicks it out to Hill. Hill working from the corner, and he finds Kelsey. Kelsey kicks it down low to the big man Morris.
There you go.
Layup, and it's in.
That's where you live at. That is where you make your money.
Big man to big man. Kelsey finding Morris down low for the 2 points as Morris gives the Bulldogs cut the lead down 25-24.
And the Bulldogs finally forcing turnovers. I like it.
As Vines penetrates, kicks it down low to Morris. And with that, the Bulldogs take a 26-25 lead here in the third quarter with 4:56 remaining.
My man, Jonathan Morris. That is what a big man is meant to do. That is his spot, his area. It's just all he's supposed to do is run the floor, get rebounds, get blocks, and follow up. That's it. It's simple.
Well, it seems that they have kind of switched, early part in the district. We saw Kelsey kind of playing down low on the low block along with Morris, but as we all know, Zach Kelsey loves that mid-range jumper. So they kind of have switched it, and they got Kelsey kind of playing around the perimeter, and we see Charlie Hill kind of playing down low a little bit more often.
And with that, I don't really have a problem with Kelsey, hovering the mid-range, but he's just as good of a mid-range shooter as he is a underneath the goal, player. Like if he continues to stay under the goal along with Jonathan Morris, the mid-range is going to come. They will find him. But there's no way that the West can handle Kelsey and Morris in the paint at the same time. There's no way.
Well, speaking of Morris has come alive here for the Bulldogs, scoring 4 quick buckets to give the Bulldogs a 26-25 lead here in the third quarter as teams are coming back from the timeout, as the Mustangs will have possession with 4:56 remaining in the third quarter. And Carter will be controlling the ball for the Mustangs. He kicks it over to Faulkner. Faulkner swings it over to Dawson, and Dawson kicks it back to Carter. Carter he's being trapped, and he calls. He tried to call a timeout, but they're going to call a foul on the play.
And Coach Claiborne does not like what he sees. They're doing their job this game. That's all I'm going to say.
It appears that it was great defense as Carter was being trapped, as Mustangs will inbound the ball. And Carter kicks over to Dawson in the corner. Dawson finds Leon. Leon swings over to Faulkner. Faulkner drop penetrate, loses the ball, but he gets it back, and he kicks over to Dawson. Dawson drop penetrate, stops, shooting a layup as he gets fouled on the play.
And the refs, they missed a double dribble right then. I'm not sure if you saw it, but they missed it.
Nonetheless, number 11, Roger Dawson, will be shooting 2 for the Mustangs here in the third quarter with 4:25 remaining. Bulldogs trailing 26-25 so far in this ball game, as Dawson misses his first free throw, as he'll shoot one more.
And Jonathan Morris, he remains in the game with 3 fouls. Let's see how Coach Claiborne houses his playing time up.
As Dawson's second free throw is good, and with that, this ball game is tied up at 26, as we have some substitutions for the Mustangs. Number 10, Chris Lynch, as the Bulldogs will have possession, and Ferris Tompkins will be controlling the ball for the Bulldogs, crossing the timeline, moving left to right, as Tompkins kicks it to Hill. Hill swings over to Tompkins on the left side. Tompkins kicks it back to Hill. Hill looking for a lane. He'll drop penetrate, trying to find Kelsey down low.
Andre, it seems that the Bulldogs have gotten to a point where they're just trying to do too much. They're passing up open shots, and they're passing it into traffic.
Well, absolutely. You definitely can't pass up an open shot for a pass that wasn't there, as the Bulldogs will have possession, as Kelsey kicks it to McGrew. McGrew kicks it over to Vines. Vines working in the corner. He kicks it back to McGrew. The Bulldogs just working the ball around the perimeter, looking for a decent shot. And with the three-point jumper,
nice.
For the Bulldogs will be Corbin Vines. Give the Bulldogs a 29-26 lead here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I like how he just took the open shot. He didn't think about passing it. He didn't think about anything.
Not being afraid to shoot, Corbin Vines increases the lead for the Bulldogs. As is that a traveling violation called against the Mustangs? Oh, no, they called a foul away from the ball.
Oh, yeah, that Jonathan Morris and number 4, Cody Leonard. Yeah, they've been getting into it for the last couple of seconds. They finally caught it.
3:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Bulldogs leading 29-26, and Vines controlling the ball for the Bulldogs, and he kicks it to McGrew. McGrew, no time. Jumper this time, no good. Rebound by the Mustangs, and they're going to call a foul, and that was an unnecessary foul by Morris, and he picks up his 4th foul in today's ball game.
And Andre, I love how Jonathan Morris is just starting to take it to his opponent. He's 6'7". He's the tallest player on the Bulldogs team.
As the Mustang crossing the timeline, they're gonna call a foul as number 10, Chris Lynch, drives to the basket for the Mustangs. That foul's going to be on the ground.
And now you see Jonathan Morris coming out the game.
We definitely have to sit him down with 4 fouls, and we haven't made it to the fourth quarter just yet. 3:21 remain in the third quarter. Bulldogs leading 29-26 as the Mustangs inbound the ball. But a turnover by the Bulldogs is Vines. Vines shooting a layup, no good as he gets fouled on the play. And that foul's going to be on number 11, Roger Dotson of the Mustangs. As number 2, Corbin Vines, stole that pass on the defensive side of the floor, taking it strong to the basket. And because of it, number 2, Corbin Vines, will be shooting 2 for the Bulldogs.
And, since the fourth quarter started, the Bulldogs have just basically intimidated the West.
Well, the Bulldogs are being aggressive on defense so far, and you definitely have to keep that up if you want to remain ahead in this ball game, as Vines makes his first free throw, and he'll shoot one more. Some substitutions for the Mustangs, number 15, Connor Sellers, as Vines will be shooting at one more, his second free throw, and they're going to call a foul. And that foul is going to be charged against the Mustangs, number 11, Roger Dawson.
It's a
he
battle.
was going up against a.k.a. J.J. Burrell, if you will, number 3, number 3, Andy McGrew.
It's a battle now. Everybody's in the game. The intensity is there. This is the type of game that you want to see.
Well, with 3:14 remaining here in the third quarter, Bulldogs trailing 31-26. It will be the Bulldogs' possession, as there appears to be a slight stoppage as the Bulldogs inbound the ball, as they're going to call a foul, and the referees are definitely trying to take control of this game, calling any and every picky foul, as my fan sitting next to me just made a statement of.
Yeah, the fans are not really enjoying what they're seeing because the Bulldogs are getting majority of the calls. And, it's human nature for you to just be upset with it.
Well, shooting 1-and-1 would be McGrew, as his free throw is no good. Rebound by the Mustangs, as the Bulldogs are leading 31-26 in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining.
Now look for another turnover to come real soon. They're going to double team the guard and force another turnover. Just watch.
As the Mustangs working the ball around, Leon with the three-point jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. As Tompkins controls the ball for the Bulldogs, he swings over to McGrew. McGrew back to Tompkins. As the Bulldogs are slowing things down now on the offensive side of the floor, as McGrew swings it over to the far side of the floor to Vines. Vines kicks it over to Hill. Hill working from the corner. Hill kicks it back to Vines. Vines pulling the ball back out for the Bulldogs. And a timeout on the floor. Timeout is going to be charged against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs leading in this one so far by the score of 31-26 with 2:29 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to take a break and come back with the remaining portion of the third quarter right here. Well, you know what? On second thought, it was a 30-second It was a 30-second timeout. They took too long to put the time on the game clock. So with that, we're going to keep it right here. And Josh, you have some stats over there for
I got
me?
a little something. Since halftime, Corbin Vine, he has 4 points all from the free throw line. Andy McGrew, he still sits there with 9 points. Philip Prince, he has 5 points for 3 fouls. Jonathan Morris, 4 fouls and 6 points. And a correction, Andy McGrew, he has 12 points. I'm sorry. 4 threes. And so, I want to see McGrew hit some more, and I want to see Jonathan Morris back in the game.
Teams are coming back from the timeout as Tompkins kicks it to Kelsey. Kelsey back to Tompkins. Tompkins are working the ball for the Bulldogs, being guarded by Carter. Tompkins trying to find Kelsey with a turnover by the Mustangs as Carter controlling the ball, and they're going to call a reaching foul charge against the Bulldogs.
I think Coach Claiborne is going to need some aspirin after this game. He has not sat down since the game started.
And checking in the game for the Bulldogs will be number 15, Alan Bowdry, as the Mustangs will have possession here with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, trailing 31-26. As Carter swings over to Leon, and they're going to call a 3-second violation charge against the Mustangs, as the Bulldogs will have possession.
And I wonder how Charlie Hill is going to get himself in the game. Sitting with no points, I want to see him shoot that 3 a little bit more. He's been passing it up so far. I just want him to trust himself. Trust your shot.
And another foul appears to be called on the floor charge against the Mustangs, as we are in the bonus. So number 2, Corbin Vines, will be shooting 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs. 1:47 remaining here in the third quarter. As Vines, his free throw is up and good, and he'll shoot one more. Corbin Vines taking his first free throw, and he'll shoot one more. Bulldogs leading 32-26 here in the third quarter with 1:47 remaining. As Vines' second free throw is good, going 2 for 2 from the line. Vine sinking both of his free throws, an area the Bulldogs have struggled in so far in district play. As the Mustangs crossing the timeline, it will be Carter. Carter kicks it over to Lynch. Lynch finds Leon. And a violation charge against the Mustangs, number 12, Lou Leon.
And I'm pretty sure you can hear it. The west sideline is just livid. They are not happy.
They were looking for the reaching foul before the traveling call, as we have some substitutions for the Mustangs, number 30, Corey Faulkner, as the Bulldogs will have the ball with 1:30 remaining here in the third quarter, leading 33-26.
And you see Coach Claiborne signaling for a play. Let's see what they do.
As Vines kicks it over to Hill. Hill kicks to Bowser. Bowser kicks to Vines. Vines working left side. He finds McGrew, who's coming off the screen. McGrew with the three-point jumper. That's no good. Rebound by the Mustangs. Quickly up the court will be Faulkner. As Faulkner finds Carter. And Carter penetrates on the right side, trying to find Faulkner down low. He gets it to him for the layup. No good as he gets fouled on the play. As number 3, Cameron Faulkner, will be shooting 2 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you hear the west sideline. A little sign of relief once they get a call,
1:03 remaining here in the third quarter. Mustangs trailing 26-33 as Faulkner's first free throw is no good, as he will shoot one more.
It's a really close battle right here.
And I definitely enjoy these close battles.
You have to. It's what the game is for.
If Faulkner misses his second free throw, the ball will be controlled by the Bulldogs. 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Bulldogs leading 33-26. Screen by Kelsey. Vines off the screen. As Vines being guarded by Stitch.
Bit of conversation from the side.
As Vines brings the ball out, he finds Bowdry. Bowdry kicks it to McGrew. McGrew swings it over to Hill. And Hill finds Bowdry down low. Bowdry kicks it back to Vines. The Bulldogs being patient on offense, looking for a decent shot. Just controlling the ball, working the ball around the perimeter as Vines kicks it over to Hill.
And I like what they're doing. They're just simply moving the ball around, just hoping and wishing for an opportunity.
Just being patient on offense so far. But this is high school basketball. There is no shot clock. With 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, as they will hold for the last shot, it appears, as Bowdry goes up with it. No good as he gets fouled on the play. And that appears to be exactly what Coach Claiborne ordered, holding the ball for the last shot. As number 15, Allen Bowdry, will be going to the line for the Bulldogs.
And I like what Coach Claiborne did. He told them just be patient, wait for an opportunity. And they got it.
Bowdry's first free throw is good to increase the Bulldogs' lead 34-26 here in the third quarter. It appears to be 3.9 seconds remaining on the game clock as Bowdry misses his second free throw. Rebound by the Mustangs as Carter tries to put it up before.
Oh.
I thought we were about to have a Steph Curry moment for a minute.
I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting.
Well, the Bulldogs take control of this ball game, leading by the score of 34-26 heading into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break and come back with the start of our second quarter. Stay tuned right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Contributors to today's broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Temple of Refuge Ministries located in Prairie, Texas. Quality Harris Jr. of Keller Williams Realtor in Houston, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson of Hempstead, Texas. Home Star College of Tomball, Texas. Hilton's Insurance in Waller, Texas. Larry's Automotive in Waller, Texas. Gunderson's Bookkeeping in Waller, Texas. District Attorney Dalton Mathis. Prairie View Athletic Club, the Hotline Press in Hempstead, Texas, and the City of Hempstead. Thank you for your contributions and support of our student athletics here throughout Waller County and beyond. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back to Open Mic Broadcast Network. Andre Davis alongside Joshua Johnson. You have some stats over there for me, Josh?
Yeah, it's really crazy. I can't believe my eyes, but the Mustangs only scored 1 point in the third quarter. and the Bulldogs scored 14.
Well, I can believe, the Bulldogs had great defensive stops here in that third quarter, and it paid off, only allowing the Mustangs 1 point in that third quarter as teams are coming back from their huddles.
And they're going to keep the trap going. They're going to continue to trap the guards.
As Mustangs working the ball around, as Faulkner shooting the layup for the Mustangs, and it's in. 34-28 our score here in the fourth quarter with 7:37 remaining. As Prince controlling the ball for the Bulldogs. He seems to be feeling better as he is in the game for the Bulldogs. He kicks it over to Vines. Vines drop penetrate, kicks it back out to Prince. And it appears that Coach Claiborne have definitely told the Bulldogs that we're not going to rush anything, as we see the Bulldogs just being patient, looking for a decent shot.
And Andre, it's a bit of a mismatch between Jonathan Morris and Cameron Carter. It's about maybe a 6-inch height difference.
And speaking of that mismatch, Morris with the layup, no good. But they're going to call it a jump ball on the floor. And it will be the Bulldogs' possession as Prince was going in for the rebound. And we have some substitutions for the Mustangs, number 15, Connor Sellers.
And the West Mustang fans, they're not happy about the calls that are being received tonight.
As the Bulldogs inbound the ball, Prince controlling the ball for the Bulldogs. He swings over to Vines. Vines kicks it to Morris. Morris working from the perimeter, and he finds Hill. Hill kicks over to Vines. As appears to be a stoppage in the play, and they call a foul on number 5, Phillip Prince of the Bulldogs, and it will be the Mustangs' possession. And checking in for him will be number 1, Ferris Tompkins. As the Mustangs will have the ball moving right to left, it will be Carter. Carter swinging over to Faulkner, and Faulkner kicking it down low to Stitch. Stitch shooting
good job.
The ball gets blocked by Zach Kelsey as it goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by the Mustangs.
And the Bulldogs, it must be home court advantage because they are getting every call that they want tonight.
Well, we're going to see if they can keep that momentum going here in the fourth quarter as they're leading 34-28 with 6:25 remaining. As Vines kicks it over to Tompkins, and Tompkins being guarded by Carter. Carter swings over to Morris. Morris finding Hill down low. Shot no good. They're going to call a traveling violation.
Yeah. He had an extra step in the step.
And we have some substitutions for the Mustangs, number 30, Corey Faulkner.
Well, yeah, I wonder if the West Mustangs are going to bring some intensity to their defense, because you see the Bulldogs double-teaming the guards, not giving them an inch, and the West Mustangs are just sitting there and taking it.
But as long as the Bulldogs keep that defensive intensity up here in the fourth quarter, they should be just fine. As shooting a 3-point Stitch cuts the Bulldogs lead down 34-31 here in the fourth quarter with 5:50 remaining. As Vines is controlling the ball for the Bulldogs, he hands off to Tompkins. Thompson kicks it down low to Morris, who shoots a mid-range.
There you go.
Jumper. And it's in. The big man with the mid-range jumper, showing his mid-range there. Give the Bulldogs a 36-31 lead here in the fourth quarter.
And you see Jonathan Morris with 8 points before fouls. Let's see how what he brings to the game, as keeping in mind that he has 4 fouls.
As that ball goes out of bounds, they're going to say last touch by the Bulldogs. The Mustangs will have possession with 5:29 remaining in the fourth quarter. As the Mustangs inbound the ball, Faulkner shoots a mid-range jumper. That's no good. Got his defender in the air. As the Bulldogs come down with it. And Tompkins slowing things down for the Bulldogs. Moving left to right. As it appears that Coach Claiborne has told the Bulldogs, hey, we're going to let them come out to us.
Oh, Lord.
Tompkins drive penetrates, kicking it back out to Vines. Yeah, they're going to drive penetrate until they find the high percentage shot.
And, Andre, you see this matchup between Tompkins and Cody Faulkner. Tompkins is a bit of a quicker guard than Faulkner is. So, y'all, I'm pretty excited to see the one-on-one matchup.
We're going to see if he can use his quickness to get to the basket. Shooting a layup for the Bulldogs is Kelsey no good as he gets fouled on the play. And it was nearly wide open on that layup, but he misses it. But he got fouled nonetheless. And the big man, Zach Kelsey, will be shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. He was looking to get the three-point opportunity and definitely hating that he blew that layup, as his first free throw is no good.
You know, Andre, I want Kelsey and Morris get a little bit more nasty under the goal. Morris being 6'7", if I was 6'7", I would be dunking every single time I touch the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, as he makes his second free throw, they're going to have opportunities to get to the line, and they're definitely going to have to make their free throws here late in the stretch of the fourth quarter. As shooting a three-point jumper for the Mustangs will be Stitch, and it's in as he cut the Bulldogs lead down 37-34 with 4:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And you can feel the energy from both sidelines. Everyone's into the game.
A traveling violation charge against the Bulldogs, number 2, Corbin Vines, as he picked up his dribble as he was being trapped. As the Mustangs will retain the ball. Moving right to left, it will be Faulkner as Faulkner finds Lynch. As that ball is tipped and knocked over by the court, it will be Vines. Vines going strong to the basket, gets his shot blocked as it goes out of bounds. Home side of the floor was definitely looking for a foul call. The ball goes out of bounds nonetheless, as it will be the Bulldogs' possession as they're leading 37-34 here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes remaining.
Close game.
Vines throws that ball away. As number 1, Ferris Tompkins appears to be shorter than Vines thought.
Yeah, you can't have those little turnovers this close to the end of the game.
Absolutely. 2 things you can definitely control, the way you play defense and the way you control the ball.
Yes, you have to take care of the ball. It's a must.
With 3:59 remaining here in the fourth quarter, it will be the Mustangs' ball as they're trailing 37-34. As Carter crossing the timeline for the Mustangs, being guarded by Vines. Carter drive penetrates on the left side as he gets fouled on the play. And it appears that the ref couldn't wait to blow his whistle on that one.
Yeah, he was ready. He had it already in his mouth.
As Carter couldn't even fully go with the shot yet, as he'll be shooting 2 for the Mustangs.
Well, I think the refs, they see the intensity that's in this game, so they have to be ready at all times.
Well, absolutely. As you mentioned that, as they see the intensity in this ball game, they're going to try to make sure they get in control of this ball game early.
Have to.
As Carter sinks his first free throw, and he'll shoot 1 more. Substitutions for the Mustangs, number 22, John Matacha, and number 15, Connor Sellers. As number 5, Cameron Carter will be shooting 1 more for the Mustangs. As his second free throw is up and good. 37-36 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. As we have some substitutions for the Bulldogs. Number 5, Philip Prince, as he checks back in the game for the Bulldogs here late in the fourth quarter with 3:45 remaining.
And the West Mustangs, they've done a really exceptional job on the free throw line. And let's see how the Bulldogs respond to it.
The Bulldogs have to reciprocate on the other end of the floor. They're going to call a blocking foul charge against the Mustangs. As we are in the bonus, so Philip Prince will be going to the line for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Philip Prince, he has to knock these shots down.
But we're in the double bonus, so Philip Prince will be shooting 2. And not worried about the distractions. He sinks his first free throw. He'll have 1 more opportunity. And some substitutions for the Mustangs. Number 3, Cameron Faulkner. And number 10, Chris Lynch. And number 30, Corey Faulkner. Appear to be brothers, maybe. As Prince misses his second free throw. Rebound by the Mustangs. Carter controlling the ball for the Mustangs, being guarded by Prince. And he kicks it to Lynch. And Lynch kicks over to Carter. Carter drive penetrate. And he tried to find wide open Faulkner, but Faulkner was not ready for that ball as it goes out of bounds. it will be the Bulldogs' possession.
Yeah, that worked out in the Bulldogs' favor. They needed that.
And checking back in for the Mustangs, number 22, John Motacha, and number 15, Connor Sellers. The Bulldogs will have possession in the fourth quarter with 3:15 remaining.
I like the lineup. Morris, Kelsey, Fields. I like it.
Bulldogs being patient on the offensive side of the floor. Prince working the ball around for the Bulldogs. Finally, he'll kick it back to Prince. Prince being guarded by Carter. The Bulldogs just going to be patient and just let the Mustangs kind of come out to them. Prince kicks over to Hill. Hill kicks it back to Kelsey. Kelsey leaves the ball, but it's picked up by Prince. 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs trailing 38-36.
Yeah, I want to see the Bulldogs set a little bit more screens.
They haven't really played the screens this quarter.
Hey, move this.
They're going to call a reaching foul charge against the Mustangs. The double bonus, so number 5, Philip Prince will to the line to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs.
Philip.
His first free throw rattles around the rim and it sinks in. He will shoot one more. And again, this has been an area where the Bulldogs have definitely struggled in district.
Shooter!
Number 5, Philip Prince will shoot one more. The second free throw is up, and this time no good. Bulldogs still leading 39-36 in the fourth quarter with 2:20 remaining. Bulldogs in their man-to-man defense. Faulkner kicks it to Carter. Carter being guarded by Prince. And Carter finds Lynch. Lynch got penetrate, stop. Kicks it back out to Faulkner. Faulkner and Carter. Carter with a 3-point jumper. Way off. The ball rolls around the ground. Picked up by the Mustangs. And the timeout on the floor. Charge against the Mustangs, but they will have possession when we come back from the timeout. The Bulldogs leading so far by the score of 39-36. Stay tuned right here on the Different Mike Broadcast Network.
Today's broadcast.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal to me. And, 2:03 remaining fourth quarter. Bulldogs trailing 39-36. Coming back from the timeout. We'll have the ball under their own basket. And going up to the basket will be Lynch. Lynch shooting a layup, no good, but an offensive rebound by the Mustangs. As Carter controlling the ball for the Mustangs. Drive penetrating, shooting a reverse layup, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs.
This is the crucial part of the game. Under 2 minutes left, up by 3. You cannot turn the ball over. Protect the ball.
But if I'm the Bulldogs, definitely no turnovers and no as Hill kicks it to Prince, Prince kicks to Hill.
He wants
Kelsey from the layup. Hill, he just on the play. Josh saying he heard a slap. Just a little bit, huh?
Yeah, that was a good call, though. That was a good call, but I like the intensity. You know, Cameron Faulkner says, I'm not scared of you.
Well, Kelsey's going to have to execute at the line as he makes his first free throw. And the big man, Zach Kelsey, coming through clutch here in the fourth quarter to give the Bulldogs a 40-36 lead here with 1:30 remaining. As his second free throw is up and good, going 2 for 2 from the line. To increase the Bulldogs' lead, 41-36, 1:27 remaining.
I like it. Zach Kelsey with 6 points this fourth quarter.
And crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs, he kicks it to Faulkner. Bulldogs in their man-to-man defense. And Faulkner kicks it over to Carter. Carter finds Corey. Corey stops his dribble, kicks it back to Carter. And Carter finds Stitch. Stitch back to Faulkner, drops to the basket.
Good job.
And it's rebound by the Bulldogs. Cooks up the court is Vines. Vine kicks it back out to Prince. Prince being guarded by Carter. As Prince is being trapped, he throws that away. Turnover by the Mustangs. Picks up the court. And they're going to call a charge on the play.
The West Mustangs bench does not like what they just saw.
And you can credit the charge to the senior, number 5, Philip Prince.
Great job by Prince. That's how you in these type of situations.
As he'll go to the bench, and coming in for him will be number 3, Andy McGrew, a player who you said you wanted to see checking the game, and you got it, Josh. Number 3, Andy McGrew checked in here late in the fourth quarter. And that ball is turned over by the Mustangs, shooting a layup. Will be Stitch to cut the Bulldogs lead down. Full court trap defense. As they're going to call a foul. Holding call a play. You're terrible! Foul can be charged against the Mustangs. The double bonus. Jim has definitely come alive. It came alive since the second half started.
Yeah.
But this fourth quarter has definitely got intense. As number 2, Corbin Vines, will be shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. As his first free throw is up and good. To increase the Bulldogs' lead 42-38 here in the fourth quarter with 37 seconds remaining. As Vines' second free throw is up and good. Going 2 for 2 from the line. 43-38 our score in favor of the Bulldogs.
And you see Corbin Vine, he has 11 points.
And
that was
another charge by the senior, Philip Prince.
Hey, look, I don't referee school or whatever, wherever they go, but it's some type of home court advantage that's going on tonight.
Well, the senior number 5, Philip Prince, coming in strong for the Bulldogs here in the fourth quarter. As you can credit him with 2 charges in a row. And with that, the Bulldogs will have possession with 37 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, 43-38. I like the defensive play by Philip Prince. If they can hold on, they come away with the victory. Wow. The Mustangs trying to hit them really through an ill-advised pass from the inbound. I'm thinking now that's how it's going to be charged against the Bulldogs. I think it's going to be. We're in a double bonus on this side of the court as well. And number 2, Jordan Stitch will be shooting 2 for the Mustangs. And if you go to your heart is he seems to have cold ice in his veins, and he shoots his first free throw. He will be shooting 1 more. All the pressure is as we do. And we finish the second free throw. From the line, the Bulldogs are situation. They do. Number 22, Charlie Hill, will be going to a line and shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. If you're the Bulldogs, you definitely want to make your...
You missed 2!
All your free throws. Yeah. You have to knock down these free throws. You have to protect the ball.
What's your grandson?
The Mustangs get a go-ahead or game-time free. Hill is ready to shoot his first free throw. It is up and good. We'll shoot one more checking in the game for the Mustangs. Will be number 5, Cameron Carter. Number 30, Corey Faulkner. And believe it or not, that started here.
Watch 21, Rep. Watch white 21.
I cannot believe it, but his first points are coming from the free throw line. Clutch free throws, if you will, but I'm okay with that. His second free throw is no good. Ball controlled by the Mustangs. Free throw recorded. Carter. Carter got free throw, kicking it back out to 6. 6 kicks it over to Faulkner for the 3-point. Get it in. Here in the fourth quarter with 14 seconds remaining. Timeout on
Way to go, Cameron!
30-second timeout. So we're going to keep it right here. A nail biter in this ball game, guys. I can't believe my eyes.
What kind of car you drive, Rep?
Like, he did it. Wow. For the Bulldogs up by 1. But even though the Mustangs are trailing by 1, still in the fouling situation, so the Mustangs definitely going to be looking to get a quick foul on this inbound. Wherever it may be, on the Bulldogs, I just want the ball in the hands of my best free throw shooter. As the Mustangs most likely quickly foul on this inbound and the Bulldogs to the free throw line. Yeah, I want to see him get the ball to Corbin Bynum. He's been perfect from the strike.
You got a foul. Get him, boy!
May not be getting it to
Quick foul!
Inbound ball for the Bulldogs. He was coming back from the timeout.
Quick foul! Get it!
Kick it to Hill. And the quick foul, as we mentioned, number 22, Charlie Gill, will be going to the line for the Bulldogs.
Let's go, boys! Get the rebound!
And the Bulldogs find themselves yet another situation where free throws Hill takes the first free throw, not being worried about the distractions from the Bulldogs side of the floor. Yeah. The next one is just critical because
you ready, Cole?
as Hill will be shooting one more from the third shot. 12.9 seconds remaining on the game clock here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs trailing 45-43. As Hill's second free throw is good. Going 2-2 from the line to give this a 3-point lead. 10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. A timeout on the floor, timeout charge against the Mustangs. We're going to take a timeout and come back with the remaining portion of the fourth quarter. Bulldogs leading 46-43 with 8 seconds left. Stay tuned right here on the Different Mike Broadcast Network.
Cash your check.
No, I don't believe it.
Terrible.
Really
serve student athletes, their families, and the institution they represent. Our goal is to provide quality broadcasts that highlights the hard work and dedication these student athletes are committed to. For a donation as small as $6 a month, you can become a listening partner. Visit our website today at OBN-Radio.com. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
Leading so far here late in the fourth quarter by a score of 46-43. Andre Davis alongside Joshua Johnson. And the gym has come alive here from the campus of Waller High School, known as the Dog Pound.
Yeah, and this Dog Pound is about to be rocking in these next couple seconds. I kid you not. This will be a wonderful finish.
With 8.5 seconds remaining on the game clock, it will be the Mustangs' ball as they're trailing by 3. As Mustangs inbound the ball, as Lynch controlling the ball for the Mustangs, he finds Carter. Carter being guarded by Prince. Carter shooting a 3-point jumper.
Oh.
No good.
And Bulldogs have won it.
And with that, our game has come to an end. Bulldogs pulling the victory out in today's ball game, winning by the score of 46-43.
What a nail biter. What a nail biter.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break and come back with our post-game report. Bulldogs winning this one by the score of 46-43. Stay tuned right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Are you looking to expand your business?
Consider advertising with us at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our variety of programming coverage provides a great opportunity for your company to get their message heard. For more information, give us a call at 832-213-8824. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll be right back with more exciting sports broadcasting right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to visit both of our websites at OBN-Radio.com and KTOR-Radio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to live sports coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community since 2002. Be sure to visit both of our websites at KTORradio.com and OBNradio.com. You can follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on Instagram at OBN Radio. We're also on iHeartRadio at OBN Sports. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Did you know that the Open Mic
And welcome back to Open Mic Broadcast Network. Bulldogs victorious in this one by the score of 46-43. We've been joined by the head coach, Coach Earl Claiborne. So, Coach, did you expect this ball game to be as close as it was?
Well, I really didn't, and I expected us to play better. But, we'll take the win. But what we showed tonight is not a playoff caliber team out there tonight. We made too many mistakes down the stretch, throwing the ball away, missing easy shots, not knowing who we're guarding. We got a whole lot of soul searching to do, because this is not a playoff team right now.
Okay, so what do you guys take from this ball game, even though you guys are victorious? What do you guys take from this game leading into your next game?
Well, that we persevered enough to come out of here with a win, and we'll take it. Hell, 3-point win, we'll take it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you heard it here first, head coach Earl Claiborne. The Bulldogs victorious. Coach, thank you for joining us on our post-game report. Bulldogs victorious in this one by the score of 46-43. As Andre Davis alongside Joshua Johnson. Josh, you got any final stats for us over there?
Yes, right away I do. Corbin Vines, he went perfect from the stripe. He finished up with 12 points. And Andy McGrew, he finished with 12 as well. Philip Prince, he played a real key role. He finished with 7 points. Jonathan Morris, he came in big time. He came in and he finished with 8 points. Charlie Hill, he finished with 3 points, and Zach Kelsey, he finished with 6 points. So, some quality effort put in by these young men tonight.
And, of course, with that win, the Bulldogs would increase their district record to 6-4. They were tied for third place with Willis High School, so a much-needed victory in today's ball game. They were able to pull it out, winning by the score of 46-43. But the next time we'll be coming at you with the Open Mic Broadcast Network will be February 3rd, as the Bulldogs will travel to Tomball Memorial to take on Tomball Memorial High School. Tip-off of that game will start at 7 o'clock, which means we'll be coming at you with the pregame show at 6:45. So, Josh, your final thoughts on today's ball game?
Well, they came out kind of flat. They weren't making shots in the beginning, and then I don't know what coach gave them at halftime, and he must have had some of MJ's secret stuff, or whatever the case may be. But they came out with energy. They brought more intensity to the game. But then towards the end, you kind of saw them try and do a little bit too much to try and preserve this win. They threw the ball away. They were just missing open shots, like Coach said. They didn't know who to guard. And, Coach said it himself. They need to do some soul searching, because if they will expect to go deep in the playoffs, they have to clean this up. It's a must.
And, the Bulldogs were definitely aggressive on the defensive side of the floor, especially in that second half. And, of course, two things that you can definitely control in the ball game. If you take offense out of it, you can control how well you play defense and how well you control the ball. But Coach still, even though they got a victory in today's ball game, Coach Claiborne mentioned that they still are not a playoff caliber team. So what does that tell, at least right now? So what does that let you know from his statements, that they're still not a playoff caliber team quite yet?
it just means that they have to go harder in practice. They have to be that much more focused if they expect to go deep in the playoffs. They have to execute better on the stripe. They have to be able to knock down open shots. They cannot afford to have as many mental busts as they had tonight.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it here first. Bulldogs winning this one by the score of 46-43. I'm Andre Davis alongside my colleague Joshua Johnson, and we will see you next time.